Brotherhood in Blue, the story of Officers Gregory Foster and Rocco Laurie. New York City, 1972. Crime was rising, tensions were high, and the streets were becoming more dangerous by the day. The Vietnam War had left scars on the nation, and radical groups were emerging, some willing to kill in the name of their cause. But for two young police officers, Gregory Foster and Rocco Laurie, it was just another night on patrol. Who were they? Who were these brave men behind the badge? Gregory Foster grew up in New York City, a city kid with a strong sense of duty. After serving in the U.S. Army in Vietnam, he returned home, swapping one uniform for another. He wanted to make a difference. He wanted to protect the city that he loved. Rocco Laurie, a former Marine, had also seen a combat in Vietnam. He understood sacrifice, discipline, and brotherhood. Joining the NYPD felt like a natural continuation of his service. Foster, a black man from Harlem, and Laurie, an Italian-American from Staten Island, came from different backgrounds but shared the same values: honor, loyalty, and service. Together, they patrolled the night precinct in Manhattan's Lower East Side, a neighborhood known for its crime and unrest. The night of January 27th, 1972, the ambush. It was a bitterly cold Thursday night. Foster and Laurie were on foot patrol, side by side, keeping watch over the city's streets they had sworn to protect. They were experienced, but nothing could have prepared them for what was about to happen. As they walked down Avenue B near 11th Street, three men stepped out of the darkness. Without warning, they opened fire. Gunshots and muffled screams is heard in the background. The officers never even had a time to draw their weapons. Foster was hit first, collapsing instantly. Laurie turned, trying to react, but more shots rang out. Both officers were shot repeatedly, even after they fell to the ground. The gunmen stood over them, firing more rounds to make sure they were dead. Then, as quickly as they appeared, the killers disappeared into the night. Who were these killers? The assassins were part of the Black Liberation Army, BLA, a radical militant group that had declared war on police officers. Their goal? To overthrow what they saw as an oppressive system, using violence as their weapon. This was not a random attack. It was an execution, a calculated hit on law enforcement. In the months that followed, the BLA would go on to kill more officers, sparking a manhunt across the country. A city in mourning. The murders of officers Foster and Laurie sent shockwaves through the NYPD. Thousands of officers, city officials, and grieving family members gathered to pay their respects. The sight of police from across the country standing shoulder to shoulder was a solemn reminder of the risks that come with the badge. The brutality of the attack fueled the nation outcry. The NYPD launched one of the largest manhunts in its history, vowing to bring the killers to justice. Justice in the aftermath. Over the years, some members of the BLA were arrested, but others disappeared, leaving unanswered questions and lingering pain. For the families of Foster and Laurie, no amount of arrest could bring back what was taken from them. Legacy, honoring their sacrifice. Foster and Laurie were more than just police officers. They were brothers, partners, and friends who stood together in life and in death. Their names now live on in the streets and precincts of the New York City, a reminder of the ultimate sacrifice they made. In the years since their passing, their story has become a symbol of bravery in the face of danger. Young officers earned their names. Memorial services honor their memory. Their legacy endures. 50 years later, their story still resonates. Every officer who puts on the badge understands the risks. Yes, yes, and they choose to do it and serve it anyway. Gregory Foster and Rocco Laurie stood for something greater than themselves, and for that, they will never be forgotten.